John Kerry, and I'm reporting for duty.
In November 2004, John Kerry stood one step away from the presidency of the United States.
As president, I will ask the hard questions and demand hard evidence, so policy is guided by facts, and facts are never distorted by politics. As president, I'll set a few clear national priorities for America. First, we will keep this country safe and secure.
For months, he crossed the country, spoke to millions, and carried the hopes of almost half a nation.
It's time for us to join together, to unite America, to come together around the ideals and hopes and aspirations of the American people, not the fears.
The result was close. Very close.
This country's divided now between look at that map. That means a lot, that red and that blue. I was saying to somebody last night, is this a tribal difference here in our country? It really looks like one.
But this story does not begin in Washington. It does not begin on a campaign stage, and it does not begin on election night. It begins much earlier.
Auch wenn der John Kerry nicht amerikanischer Präsident geworden ist, ist er für die gut 80 ehemaligen Schüler vom Institut Montana auf dem Zugerberg der grösste. Der Präsidentschaftskandidat hat dort nämlich einen Teil von seiner Schulzeit verbracht.
In 1954, 11-year-old John Kerry arrived at Institute Montana, a young American boy far from home, surrounded by students from different countries, different languages, different worlds. It was a small school in Switzerland, but for him, it opened a window onto a wider world.
Today, though, I'm looking ahead to my second term, and I am very proud to announce my choice for America's next Secretary of State, John Kerry. In a sense, John's entire life has prepared him for this role.
And Secretary, you and I went to the same boarding school, Institute Montana in Switzerland.
Oh my God, you're about the third person in my life I met who actually went there. That's incredible. When were you there?
I was there from 74 to 78, and I'm sure the rooms were exactly the same as when you were there.
Oh, I'm sure that, no, I know they are. I actually went back and looked at it, and I went back into my own room, the whole deal. Hadn't changed at all.
No, but they've done a nice little upgrade.
So here you are about to talk to John Kerry. Not only is he an alumnus of the school, but he ran for president of the United States. He is considered by many to be a war hero.
We could come back to this country and we could be quiet. We could hold our silence. We could not tell what went on in Vietnam. But we feel because of what threatens this country, we have to speak out.
He has stood up for civil rights and for the future of many in mankind. So you're not just meeting a person. What are they going to be like? And you find out immediately he's very disarming, which is a very positive thing. He's like super casual. He had just shaved his beard and is telling me about that.
To tell you, until a day ago, I had a beard. I feel very naked now without my beard.
And just totally natural. I have to think about the time that he showed up around 2014. This is the apocryphal story because everyone in Zug and the whole canton in much of Switzerland knows that he showed up anonymously. And there was somebody at the school, I think school was out, she was knitting, and here's some guy. And she says, "Can I help you?" And he said, "Well, I was a student here." So she shows him around because that's what they do at Montana. Showed him this, showed him that. He said, "Can I see my old room, 102 or whatever it was?" took him up there, walked around the whole place, had a great time, and then he left. Poof, just like that. She did not know who he was. He was Secretary of State. He has spoken at the United Nations how many times? He's been on television for hundreds of hours.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's why it is vital that we all work to keep open the possibility of peace.
She didn't know who he was, and I think that's what gave him a special comfort. That's the core of the school. Whether it's Montana that helped plant this seed of contributing in some way that's meaningful and that matters, or if it's just part of him, or probably the alchemy of both together, he is still there, and we're all better for it.
This is the shared mission of our generation. Less to make history than to calm history. To create the largest possible oasis of time, a time of quiet building and the peaceful pursuit of a rewarding life.
He's an example of here's what happens when you suit up and show up against the odds. You can make the difference and the change. So it's greedy on my part. It's greedy on the part of the other people of Earth, but that he have a long and healthy and happy life and know that what he's doing matters.
Every child has talent. Our mission is to nurture it. A school can open doors.
International education creates lifelong friendships between students, and it strengthens the bonds between nations.
It can widen horizons. It can nurture what is already there. For John Kerry, Institute Montana was one of those places. A place to arrive, a place to discover, a place to grow. Institute Montana, my place to grow.